All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Tottenham Hotspur career mode here in FIFA 22. It's been just over a week since I last played. I did record all of the first 4 episodes in one sitting, which was on a Friday. It is now the Saturday of the following week, so it's been about 8 days, which means I might be a little bit rusty. I did actually have to spend about 10 minutes just now kind of refreshing myself on where we were at with the career mode, and I have made a couple of adjustments off screen. Before we start getting into the episode, I just want to let you know what those were. I have put some development plans on players. A few of them are position changes I'm trying to make, and then some of them are just development plans that I wanted to train up specific areas of specific players. I figured that once I get the email notifications that those have been completed, I'll let you know. I just didn't feel like those were things I needed to show you all on screen. The other changes are something that I've made based on having gone through the editing process of the first couple videos. The first is that I have turned off the in-game commentary from Derek Ray and Stuart Robson, I think. Not that I don't appreciate it. I did have it on the second, like the lowest it could be without it being off for episodes 3 and 4, I think. But since I'm a person who doesn't have like the loudest voice anyways, I still thought it was a little bit hard to hear me. So I have turned off the in-game commentary as well as the sideline reporter. I think her name is Alex. So all that you'll be hearing during the gameplay will be my voice, and then the stadium, the crowd noise and stuff like that. If that's not something you like, if you want me to bring back the commentators but just have it on the lowest level, I can do that. I was also looking at how to turn down the sounds for the transfer cutscenes. I noticed that those were kind of loud. I couldn't figure out how to do that. So if there's someone who knows how to do that, if you could let me know in the comments, that would be awesome. We're currently about midway through the month of December. We have an away game coming up here against Brighton, which I do plan on simming. The 2 games that I plan on playing this episode will be the away game against Leicester and then the home game against Liverpool, which could possibly be a first versus second matchup if things stay how they currently are. We will then simulate the final 3 games of the month, this cup game against Bournemouth and then the 2 against Crystal Palace and Southampton, and then that will lead us right up until the end of December, and then in the next episode we will kick off the January transfer window. Getting things underway here, we do have the away match against Brighton. Now, Brighton tend to have a pretty good team in career modes, funnily enough. Usually it's not till like you get to seasons 4 and onwards that they actually become a Champions League contender. In the first season, they have a half-decent team. They currently sit in 12th, which is not too worrying, but you never know with away games, especially in sim matches. Our first team is full strength. We do have a couple defenders with slightly low stamina, but they should be fine to work through the game, so we'll give this one a quick sim. And we'll get a 2-1 win. Lo Celso scoring in the first half, and then Højbjerg getting the winner in the 70th minute. For this next away game against Leicester, who currently sit in 7th, I have made a couple changes you can see on the right-hand side there. The game against Liverpool is coming up in just like 3 or 4 days. This is a midweek game, and some of our players were a little bit tired. I just wanted to rotate the squad slightly to make sure that we didn't have a bunch of players on low stamina against Liverpool versus now against Liverpool we'll only have a couple players on low stamina. I do plan on making all 3 subs in this game to keep things fresh, like I said, but with that being said, let's get into it. There's a lot of people in the soccer community that have a soft spot for Leicester because of that season that they won when they were like 5,000 to 1 underdogs. That also just happened to be the season that Tottenham had their best chance of winning, even though I know we finished 3rd on the last day of the season. But I actually really dislike Leicester for that reason. I know I'm kind of an outlier there. Most people like Leicester. I'm someone who does not have any sort of soft spot for them whatsoever. I honestly hope that we crush them today. And Leicester will get us kicked off here. Let's go. I can definitely feel the rust from not having played in over a week. I just feel a little bit slower. I don't feel like my muscles are kind of reacting how they usually do when when you're kind of on it. But we do have a chance here. Emerson just going to bang it. Oh, I figured he probably doesn't have the best shooting. But there was no other ball on, so I figured why not. I just can't move my fingers like I normally do. They just feel a little bit slow. We have danger here. Good block. And that's going to go for a corner. My fingers, I just feel a little bit slow. A little bit like I'm kind of tracking through mud here. They had a decent opportunity, but a good block there. And now we have a corner to deal with. They'll play it short. Skip is out to defend. Can we deal with it? Just stay in front of the ball. That's all we need. Stay in front. Stay in front. Stay in front. Oh, get clear. Okay. Ooh, that was close. Let's see if we can just hold up. Let's possess the ball here. Kane just had a horrible turnover, and now we have to defend. I see Emerson down there. We'll work it wide. No one's in the middle yet, except for Kane, but the cross wasn't on. So we'll work it around. Play it in the middle. Højbjerg to Son. To Skip. To Bergwijn. To Tanganga. To Cross. To Kane. Nope. Bergwijn will get it though. I'll just have that. Oh, that was an accident. Can't get it though. They have the ball here at the top of our box. I just realized they have Luis Muriel, who used to be a career mode legend in like FIFA 13. He's gotten a pretty good overall. Oh, we're in. Bergwijn. It has to be. Yes, let's go. I was talking about Luis Muriel being a FIFA career mode legend, and then I win the ball back from him, and we push up and score a goal. I can't speak. Steven Bergwijn has actually been one of my favorite players to use. I still think Ndombele is going to be my starter, but Bergwijn has some really good attacking qualities. His second goal in only 7 matches gives us the lead. Thomas is past Tanganga here, but Tanganga covers well. Kane is through. He's not the fastest, but I think he'll have the strength to hold up. We'll play it to Kane. We'll do a sweaty goal. Oh, man. I don't feel good about that, but, you know, this is a business. This is cutthroat. You have to defend, and you have to do what you need to do to score. Again, I'm not proud of that, but I'm not ashamed of it as well. See, like, I should have shot it with Kane here, but, I mean, why would I not pass that? I'm trying to win a Premier League title here. They have the ball on the left here. Can Emerson contain Castagne? He's doing all right so far, but he lets him get the ball in the middle to James Maddison. Again, just stay in the front of the ball, boys. Oh, I missed. Hugo with the save. I've given the ball away. I made a terrible mistake there. Now we have some defending to do again. I actually don't know what just happened. I think that took a deflection. I was defending fine, and then I just gave the ball away, and I think that shot took a deflection. Let's see. So they played it in. Oh, it did. It took a horrible block off Joe Rodon. I feel like Hugo had that. You know, that happens sometimes. It's unfortunate. Our lead is cut in half now. They had a player go down a second ago with what looked like an injury. I don't know who it was, but he must be back up because the ref didn't stop the play. Now we have to defend again. Headed out, but not far enough out. And Hugo with an amazing save. It should be 2-2. And that's halftime. I wasn't sure what was happening there. Okay, well, I feel like we had the better of the two teams there. We jumped up to a 2-goal lead, and then we got pretty unlucky with a deflected goal from Luis Muriel. If we can score one more, I think we're in good shape. I didn't make any changes at halftime, but I'm definitely going to throughout the second half. Trying to find some space here, but there's really no room. You know, I had to do that. I couldn't get any passes through. They were blocking every opportunity. Thomas down the left. This is what got us our second goal. Similar situation, but we can't replicate it. Skip, what a winning tackle. If only someone would have been there to claim the ball. That's a foul. Bergwijn is away. I'm just taking this all the way. I don't even care. He's faster. Oh, what a tackle from Johnny Evans, and Bergwijn's injured. That could not have been any worse of a play. Just get up. All right, looks like he's going to get up. The ref hasn't stopped the play, but he'll probably have to be someone who I take off in a second here. Get it out. Oh, okay, just kidding. Oh, that was a terrible play all around. It's an unfortunate injury to Steven Bergwijn. I'm actually going to bring on Bryan Hill, a player that has gotten in some sim games, but who I haven't used yet. He is listed as a left mid. He is one of the players I'm training to have a position change to center attacking mid. He's not there yet, but that's where we have him playing for now. I'm interested to see how he does in game. Tanganga's here. We'll cross it in. Nothing comes of it. Kane can't win it. Uh-oh, and they're away. Luis Muriel, who scored their first. Oh, but his Colombian teammate Sanchez just blocks him off well. All right, I can see that they're pressing hard, so we have a chance here to score on the counter. There's going to be more goals in this game. It's going to come from either us or them. This game is not going to end with the current score. Why didn't... Brian is through. That first touch was not great. I'm just going to have a crack on goal here. I should have passed it. Oh, I should have passed it to Son. Son made he made an open run at the last second. But I got greedy with Brian. Holy crap. I wasn't commentating because I didn't think anything would come of that. I'm wondering how far back the replay will go, but we tried to give it into Bryan Hill a couple times on a cross, and then the ball just dropped to Son. So let's see. I played this initial cross. It gets headed out, and then Son just smacks it with his left. Oh, my word. What a goal. What contact. Beautiful. That's the goal we needed. That should secure the game. We're just going to try to slow the game down a little bit here. It's the 73rd minute. The way that we've been going, we should secure the win. I also don't want to overwork our players because we do have the Liverpool game in just a few days, and a lot of the players playing now will have to go in that game. So we're just going to kind of pass it around here, not try to be too aggressive, but just hold on to possession. Brian's in. We're going to cross this into Son, who can't get it. But Skip will have a one-time banger, and that's terrible. Kane's in. Soft cross. Oh, all right. We'll make our final sub. That's the sub I was going to make anyways. Calvert-Lewin will get 2-ish minutes of game time here. We're into stoppage time here. There's only going to be 2 minutes. I got to say, I'm pretty proud of how our rotated squad played today against 7th place on the road. Leicester had a chance with their first goal to, they had the momentum going into halftime, but we played well here in the second half. We held our own against their counterattacks, and we'll get the win coming out of here. I'm hoping that most of our team isn't too tired, though, for the Liverpool game. We'll have to kind of assess the squad, and hopefully Steven Bergwijn's injury isn't too serious. That could impact some of the transfers we look at in January. Oh, and it's devastating. An ACL, and he's out for 7 months. Oh my goodness, he was one of our better players too, coming off the bench. That is super unfortunate. It looks like Liverpool may have actually dropped points in their last game because going into this, they were in first and we were in second, but now we're in first and they're in second. It is still first versus second. I am still a little bit nervous, though. In this game, Liverpool always have high quality and they always do the high press, which can sometimes cause me to into some unforced errors. Looking at their squad, it looks like they've brought in, is that Thomas Lamar and Marino in the midfield, who I don't know. But other than that, that's a pretty standard Liverpool team. I am happy that my squad rotation in the last game has left us with a pretty much 100% fully fit first team. I'm not going to make any substitutions to start, and I'm happy about that. So let's get into it. First versus second, the biggest game of the season so far. It's a huge game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. First versus second, a win would give us a 4-point cushion over second place, although I didn't see how far behind third place was, so maybe it'll only be 4 points still. I do have to say, I have played quite a few games in the snow in FIFA 22, and I'm not a fan. I really struggle to not only see the ball, but especially if I'm playing in white kits, which I did make the mistake of doing this game. I don't foresee myself scoring a lot of goals and having some definite visual difficulties. But Liverpool will get us started here. First versus second at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They were attacking for so long there. I was just super focusing. We should have cleared the ball like 5 times, and then Mo Salah gets a shot that Hugo has to make a fantastic save on. Not a great start. They do a short corner that we will clear easily. Never mind. I thought we would clear that way easily, but Hugo has it. All right, let's hold. Let's calm. Reguilon has the ball here. That wasn't supposed to happen, but we'll cross it in. He's open. Oh my God. Lo Celso with one of the cleanest volleys I've ever seen. He's had so many chances this season to score, either from headers or just, from open shots that have been saved. Hello everyone, it's Adam from the future. As you can tell, at this point in the video, my game capture decided to just sort of crap the bed. I didn't realize it yet. I did realize it later in the game. What I did not realize at any point, though, was that not only was the visual component super screwed up, but it also screwed up my audio recording. So for the last 6 or so minutes here, it's about 5 minutes actually, I am just going to do a quick post-editing voiceover, which is super bumming to me because this was actually one of the most fun games I've played so far. I mentioned before the game started I was nervous, not only playing in the snow, but also that Liverpool played like this really high pressure style, which it's 50-50. Either you break it down really easily or they force you into some big turnovers. And this was one of the games where I actually figured out how to break them down pretty easily and pretty consistently, specifically down the wings with Reguilon and Emerson, as you see there. I mean, Liverpool were attacking pretty well the whole game, but we defended well, and then we broke from the back pretty often. I'm going to be honest, this game does end with a pretty lopsided score, but if it were not for some really awesome saves from Alisson in their net, we probably could have had double-digit goals. Like, I'm not even kidding. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Like, I put in a couple of his saves, in a few highlights here, but I mean, it's just we broke them down going down the wings. It looks like on this replay we went right up the middle with Ndombele. They pushed really high up the pitch, like I was saying, and we just hit them on the counter so many times. So you see right now it's the 34th minute and it's already 3-0. Again, here we have me breaking down the wing with Kane, it looks like, who plays it into Son, who's just wide open on net, and then he'll place it home pretty easily. Again, I know it's kind of hard to see there on the replay because it's so glitchy and kind of blurry, but when you watch the replay here, you'll see that it was just a really good finish from Son, a great pass from Kane. Son's just wide open, and then he'll slot it past Alisson, and that made it 4-0 at that point, and it's still the first half. And then we had one more chance here right at the end of the first half. I probably should have shot it. I tried to square it to the guy in the middle there, and I can't even tell what happened, but it ended up going wide. And that would be halftime. So we went into halftime with a 4-0 lead, if I'm not mistaken. You can see that Lo Celso actually had a good game. I made some subs here. I brought on Moldovan for Ndombele because, honestly, I felt that the game was won, and I wanted to give Moldovan some game time. So we put him in at cam. We see here Van Dijk being a naughty boy, blocking us on the counter, which probably would have been another easy goal. Harold was not happy with that, taking offense to it. Again, here, though, we're just working it out from the back. It looks like Lo Celso, again, is in on goal. And if I remember, this will be a sweaty goal. We just pass it right to the middle, and Son is there for what I believe is the second of the game. So we just broke them down super, super easily. Again, I'm really bummed that this was the game where my game capture decided to crap out on me, because this would have been one of the most fun. Like, if you had heard me during the game, this would have been one of the most, exciting you would have heard me. Here we have, looks like a save from Lloris, who actually had a really good game. Like, Liverpool were attacking really well. They had a lot of chances, but we stopped them. And we intercepted their passes a couple times. Lloris made some great saves. But here's just another example of what I'm talking about. Like, 2 passes, and then we would have been in. I just played a really poor ball there. Again, playing out from the back with Lloris. They're just applying this pressure, and then with like a couple passes, we have Son, who's in on goal again. But I made a pass there. I can't even tell what's happening, to be honest with you. Kane has a shot there, but that was one of those Alisson saves, which I'm talking about. Like, if he wasn't having one of his better games, we could have really gotten into double digits here. In this replay, Moldovan's got the ball, and we're going to work it out wide. Again, just like some triangle passing. Here I'm going to have a shot with Emerson, just because I was getting greedy. Oh no, I actually ended up passing it to the middle again, and that's going to be Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who gets a rare goal, at least that I play with him. But I'm not, again, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I'm never going to apologize for my sweaty goals. This is a business. I want to get as many goals as I can. And you might have seen in the bottom right-hand corner there. I'm going to take off Lo Celso. Had a great game. I'm going to bring on Dele Alli, who is now our backup cam after Steven Bergwijn went down earlier in the episode. But I mean, it's 6-0 in the 80th minute. At this point, it could have been way more. And I think this is the one I'm talking about. So we have the ball with Emerson on the top. Oh no, he's going to cross it in. And it's just not the best contact there from, I think that was Dele Alli. We're seeing a replay here of Højbjerg. Again, it's just a wide open net. I'm going to bring on Lucas here for, I think that was Højbjerg, and then swap him to Cam, which he is able to play now. And then Moldovan got moved down to the right center mid position. This time here we have a breakaway with Lacroix, and, you know, I could have passed it, but Lacroix never gets forward like that. He's a center back, you know. So I just thought, why not? I'll have a crack, and it ends up going a couple inches wide there. Probably could have squared it to make it 7. And then I think we'll have one last chance here with Emerson. And again, a pass, but that happened a couple times as well. They just happened to have their last guy just get in the way. So I think we could have easily got to 10, maybe like 9 or 8. But if not for Allison having a really good game, and then some of my passes just got intercepted there. It was pretty frustrating. So what I'm saying here at the end is I was going to play these last 3 games of the month in this episode, or I was going to sim them, this Bournemouth one, the Crystal Palace one, and then the Southampton one. But what we're going to have to do here is save that for the next episode. So thank you all so much for watching. We will not have any technical difficulties after this, knock on wood, and be sure to stay tuned for the next episode.